Alrighty guys, this is Snugs on Blitz, and I'm back with another video for you today. So, as you may or may not know, in Tier 6 there are actually 4 British medium tanks. 2 Tech Tree, 2 Gold tanks. The Sherman Firefly and the Cromwell being the Tech Tree ones, and the AC-4 Sentinel, this one, and the Cromwell B being the other Gold tank. So today I'm going to be doing this tank, the AC-4 Sentinel, and I'm going to review it quickly, and then we'll jump right into some gameplay. So, overall, iffy. Gun, iffy. Armor, iffy. Maneuverability, good. I mean, it's a medium after all, right? So, yeah, this tank is a little bit tough to get a handle on, in my opinion, for newer players. Okay, so one thing I found in this tank that's a little bit unusual is that you really need to use supercharge. Forget about gun laying drive on this tank. The reason being is I had numerous games where I decided to go one direction, and luckily I was able to snipe halfway across the map. And this gun, without supercharge, cannot do that. I mean, I was not hitting anything, doing 0 damage. The gun velocity, I mean the shell velocity on this tank is horrible. So this is one of the few tanks I think you've really got to put supercharge on to make it effective. Anyway, back to the gameplay. So my team has kind of told me they want to go A. I don't really want to go A. I'm a medium. I think I'll do better in the dunes, but I don't want to go alone really in this tank. So I'm going to hopefully surprise the enemy team with my speed. I'm going to make an aggressive move here. Normally I would maybe hold up about, well, around here, I guess, because yeah, you can just peek over the ridge, but I'm going to make an aggressive move here. I'm going to move in, try and get A right off the bat. Okay, now I took a hit, but no damage, so that's good. So against the lower tier tanks, yeah, you're going to get a few bounces for sure. That's why I said it's iffy, you know. Against tier 5, yeah, but against tier 7, no. Okay, so I'm getting the base. I'm using this rock as my shield, which is great. And the reason I'm getting a base quickly is because in Supremacy, one of the great things about it is that later on in the game, having got a base early on, it really puts pressure on the enemy team to have to come in and fight you. They might not want to leave their positions. They may have good hull down positions, but if you've got a base, it forces them out. It forces them to move when they don't want to. So if you have a chance to get a base in Supremacy, I say, why don't you? Now, I say if you can get it, right? Don't just charge on in and expect everything will be fine. If you have the opportunity to get it, do so. Now, you see they're pushing in here to try and get rid of me, but, you know, I can just shoot back on up, and he's gone. So now it's 6 versus 2. We've got this Churchill here, and he's really not a threat because he's focused on the other guy, which is great news. And so I'm just going to get around him. His armor is hellish. I don't want to use any gold shells, so I'm just going to shoot him from behind. Now, I said this gun is iffy, but if you don't put supercharge on, in my opinion, this gun becomes meh. It's one of the few tanks I'll say, yeah, the gun can be really meh. But like any tank, it can perform. You just really have to play passive when you're going against tier 7 tanks because it doesn't have the armor and the gun will not intimidate them. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Snugs on Blitz, out.